All right. Happy Monday. It is November 23rd. So hopefully you guys are having a good day so far. If you're watching this on the replay, welcome. And you should probably head on over to takeactioncrew.com. I'll throw that up there right now because, well, that's where you can get some cool stuff. There's a playlist there. It's a special playlist that allows you to search through all of the coffee talks to date. Those are all transcribed, and you can actually search for a topic, and then you will find the topic in all of the different coffee talks that we went into that topic, and you can actually go right into those specific areas. So if you want to learn more about creating a lead magnet, you would type in creating a lead magnet, and it would come up all of the instances that I talked about it would be there. So definitely go check out takeactioncrew.com. If you want to join our little Take Action morning crew, just put your name and email address in there, and you'll be notified of some pretty cool stuff that we got in the works here for the morning coffee talks. But today, what we're going to be talking about is something, well, it's a little bit time sensitive, but this actually will work anytime that you want to run promotions. We're going to talk about MVP offers. Now, I talk about MVP products, digital products, and that is minimum viable product. That's not something I made up. It's basically been out there in the business industries for a long time, where you're able to create something very, very quickly and kind of test it, or you can throw something together because you want to run an offer. So that's the beautiful thing about having digital products. Especially is being able to take those and just group them together. I'm going to give you an example. We are going to be doing a Black Friday, Cyber Monday special bundle. Okay. Now you might be wondering, well, Scott, what's it going to be? Well, I'll tell you that right now. So right now, as it's not 100%, but right now, and I don't even know the pricing yet, but we're going to be basically bundling up our most recent Fast Track workshop. So the digital Fast Track workshop, the digital product Fast Track workshop, creating one, the email list building Fast Track workshop, and then also the playbook, the audio book, the master shop that goes with that on the back end. If you've ever been through that, if you've ever seen that, the master shop doesn't sell by itself. We're going to include that. And then the workbook. We have a special workbook that goes along with this. Then also we have for the email list building Fast Track workshop, we have a playbook. We're going to include that. So we've got some cool stuff that we're going to be bundling, but these are all different things that we've created that now we're like, you know what? We're not going to create something new. We're going to go ahead and just take our products and bundle them and give a really sweet deal. And the reason why we're doing it is because, well, Black Friday's here and Cyber Monday's here. So why not, right? I wrote an email this morning to my list talking about this, talking about if you do not have an offer created for your email list or your website traffic, even if you don't have an email list, but you have website traffic, you should be taking advantage of it. But here's a big one. You really should be letting people know in advance, kind of like I'm doing right here. So that's what we're going to be talking about here. I'll give you guys a little bit more of the play-by-play. I want you guys to also be thinking in terms of yourself. Now, if you don't have products to sell yet, but you do have an email list, got some good news for you. There's something you can do between now and then to get some stuff ready, not even your stuff, but stuff ready that could bring revenue back into your business. All right. So we're going to talk about that. So let me see who's here live. Let's see if we got anybody in the chat. We do. Octavio. That's great. Happy Flannel Monday, brand rockers. Chilly this AM. Yeah. Yes, I am sporting the flannel, and usually this flannel I roll up. And today it was a little chilly this morning. So I said, I'm going to keep the arms covered, which we did. So yeah. What's up, Phil? Good to see you, man. Let's see here. Karen, what's up? Good to see you. Always good to see you. Kate's in the house. What's up, Kate? Awesome. Salam is in the house. Awesome. Yeah, guys, if you're watching this on the replay as well, do me a favor. Drop a comment down there. Let me know that you're watching this on a replay. I'd love to see you, as far as that you're showing up. A lot of people do watch the replay. That's why I try to do my best to acknowledge replay visitors or viewers. So I thank you for that. But yeah, so again, today, that's what we're going to be talking about. Now, Wednesday, I've already got Wednesday's topic set up here. Let me go ahead here. I'm going to pull that up because I got my notes here. Yeah. So Wednesday, so today what we're going to be talking about is how to create an MVP product offer, a bundle, and how to do it fast and how to promote it. All right. Wednesday, we're going to talk about promoting your Black Friday and Cyber Monday offer in 3 simple ways. All right. So I'm not going to go into too much how to promote it today. I'm going to talk more about how to create it. All right. So that's what we're going to be talking about. But Wednesday will be promoting your Black Friday and Cyber Monday offer, 3 simple ways. Now, let me just say this. Okay. All right. Now, in your market, I don't care what market it is. I really don't care what market it is, because whatever market you're in, you can do exactly what I'm about to tell you to do. Okay. If you are reading my emails, if you are here watching this on YouTube, Facebook, doesn't matter. Okay. What I am doing right now is I am providing value to you. I'm bringing up this topic of creating an offer before the actual time that it will take place. The reason why I'm pointing that out is because this actually works both ways here, right? So I am describing what you can do, and you're like, okay, cool. And I'm giving you ideas. You have to do them. You have to implement them, right? All I can do is try to spark the interest. Okay. Spark the idea of what you can do by me explaining what I'm doing. Okay. And that's really it. Okay. Because I'm not working with you directly. Now, inside of Brand Creators Academy, I am able to work a little bit closer, actually a lot closer, because we get to do hot seats. We get to actually go back and forth with your niche and what you could offer and all of those things. But I'm showing up here, bringing awareness, keyword there, awareness, to creating offers in your market. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because you could be doing the same thing. Okay. If you are talking to someone that is into bass fishing, and let's say that it's Thanksgiving coming up, because that's what my email was today. It was like, are you ready? ? And then I think I said something like, it's not about, or not about the turkey or something like that. I think that's what I wrote. I was going to write that. I don't know if I wrote that. It's something like that. Oh no, I know what it was. Only happens once a year. That's what it was. It was going to be that, and I changed it. So a little bit of curiosity in there, right? And then you're immediately probably thinking, are you ready? Probably Thanksgiving, whatever, but you're going to open the email, and you open the email. And I said, yes, it is Thanksgiving this week. Going to be a little bit different this year than it has been in past years because of, the pandemic and all of that stuff, but there's still going to be a lot of online buyers. So we should take advantage of that, right? We should do that. So how would I do this if I was in the bass fishing market? I would write an email today, Monday. Okay. I would write an email today and say, hey, I'm just touching base. Hope you're going to be, enjoying your holiday this Thursday. If you're in the US, obviously, if you're not in the US, you're not celebrating Thanksgiving, but hopefully you're going to be able to spend some time with your immediate family, and you're going to be able to stay safe. But what you definitely should do, and what I'm doing, is I'm going to throw the line in the pond or the lake or wherever. And I'm going to take a little bit of time to relax and unwind from this crazy world that we're living in. And actually, I'm going to be, trying out one of my newest lures. And, oh, by the way, I should probably let you know that I'm going to be doing a Black Friday special this coming Friday and maybe Monday. I'm going to be giving away a really cool bonus too. So stay tuned for that. But the reason why I'm emailing you today is I wanted to touch base. I just wanted to say, you know what? Take some time out of your day, enjoy your family, enjoy this time, and make sure that you throw that line in the water, right? And that's it. All right. I'll be in touch with the special with the details with the special offer. Have a great day. Tight lines, my friend. And then sign off. That's the email, right? Do you see how that works? All I'm doing is I'm letting people know the current situation, right? Thanksgiving, pandemic. What's my market interested in? Okay. If it is interested in bass fishing, I'm going to bring that up, obviously. Throw the line in, relax, unwind, whatever. Maybe you're going to be in a bass fishing tournament this Thanksgiving. You know, we can kind of be, COVID compliant there. So all of that stuff, right? You get what I'm saying. So now the other thing that I want to bring up is, some people that are watching this or listening, they might say, well, Scott, I don't have an email list. How do I do this? Well, the second thing would be, do you have a website that has any amount of traffic? Any amount, I don't care. Do you have a Facebook page that gets some people? I don't care if it's 5 people, 10 people, right? Or do you have a way for you to connect and collaborate with someone else? And maybe you throw something in it that you already have, or maybe you only sell a physical product. See, everybody's situation is a little bit different, but this also should be a wake-up call that if you do not have these two things, if you do not have an email list, if you do not have a digital product of your own, you need to start focusing on those two areas. And here's why. With an email list, we can do exactly what I just said. Okay. Second thing, with a digital product or a physical product, but a digital product makes it super simple to do this, right? You're able to create these offers. Okay. You're able to create these offers. Email list, digital product. Okay. So I want you to be thinking about that. If you do not have an email list, you need to start creating one. I'm here as a friend telling you that. I actually just had a conversation. I was going to record this conversation. I think it would have been pretty cool. Maybe we'll do it again. I had a campfire the other night. We did a little social distancing with a friend of mine. So literally we were outside, had a campfire. Him and his wife were over there. Me and Lisa were over here, and we're across the fire pit, and we're having, just a conversation. We haven't seen each other in a long time. I said, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it outside, and we're going to do social distancing. We're going to do it, across from each other from the campfire. So he sells on eBay, and it's a little side hustle, doing pretty well. I think he sold over $25,000 worth of stuff since last year, which is great. And I won't give away his niche right now, but eBay gives you those email addresses, and he's already been following up with those people to basically say, thank you for your order. If you need anything, let me know. I said, why aren't you emailing them, letting them know that Black Friday's coming and you're going to give them a discount? He's like, well, I don't know. I'd have to set up a ConvertKit. I'd have to do this. I go, yeah, you would. So do it. And then I led him through that whole promotional sequence, which I've talked about on these coffee talks. And if you're watching this and you're on the Take Action Crew page. Yeah. Is that it? The takeactioncrew.com page. Yeah. That page. If you're on that page, you can search it and you can find it. Email promotion. If you just type that in, you'll come to it, or profit push, put that in there. It's the exact same thing that I walked him through. And so now last night he was emailing me and he's like, or messaging me, texting me. And he's like, I got to get my domain name. I've got it. Cause he doesn't even have that yet. So he needs his domain name. He needs to get an email address that's attached to the domain. And then he needs to set up his ConvertKit account. He's got I think he said he's got under 1,000 customers, but they're all customers. They're buyers. I said, well, then you got to upload those into ConvertKit and you got to start sending messages and let people know that something's coming. That's it. Right. And so we have to let people know it's coming if we have an email list. So if you do have an email list, make that a priority that you do that today or tomorrow at the latest. Let them know it's coming. Okay. Let them know. Now, don't just email them and go, hi, it's Scott. I want to let you know there's a Black Friday sale coming on Friday. Here's what it is. Be ready. Bye. No, you want to lead with value. Always lead with value. Okay. The email I wrote to my fun of myself a little bit, like, hey, by the way, little shameless plug here. I'm doing this to show you and demonstrate how you do this, but I'm actually making you this same offer right now, or giving you this, this time before. So just model what I'm doing, right? Just model what I'm doing. And I will say this, anytime that you attach a deadline to something and also something that's going to go away, it'll work. It will work. Okay. Now, again, you got to have a good product. You got to know your list. But if you have an email list and you are engaging with that email list on a regular basis, and I say at least once a week, there's no reason not to do that. Now, let's say that you don't have any products. Okay. Because I know that that'll be a question. And guys, if you do have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them here. Okay. Let me know that you're there. Okay. This is our coffee talk. We're supposed to be hanging out, having coffee on this Monday morning or Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever you're watching this. So what you want to do, like I said, if you are thinking to yourself, I don't have my my product yet. I don't have a product to offer them. I've got a great idea for you. Create 5 top products in your industry, your market, your niche. Create a blog post on that. You're probably already an Amazon associate. Go ahead and create the best fishing lures for the best fishermen for Christmas. Maybe that's the post. And you create a blog post with 5 or 10 different products. Best fishing lures for bass fishermen this Christmas. Stocking stuffers for bass fishermen this holiday season. Boom. You write up what these are. You write the pros, the cons. You create a nice post. Now, here's what can happen. You're going to create that post. It lives on your website now, so it's organically going to rank. I would not make it 2020, 2021. I would just say best Christmas gifts for the bass fishermen, right? This holiday season, something like that. And it's evergreen. So now next Christmas, it's going to be there. The following Christmas, it'll be there. The following Christmas, it'll be there. Okay. Now, if you wanted to create it for 2020, you could. You just have to then change it the next year and make it 2021. Okay. So here's where it gets fun. You can literally create that in a day. Okay. You can create that post. Now you email your list, just letting them know about it. Now, it doesn't have to be that this is a Black Friday special, but you could say that you're going to find the best deals for this, and you can go find those deals for them. And then you'll just send them inside of that blog post to those deals. Now, here's where it gets really, really cool. If you send an email and people click on that link inside of your post, not in the email, you cannot directly link to an affiliate product in an email. You have to do it outside of your email provider. So what'll happen is those people will click over to Amazon, and now they're cookied for 24 hours. Guess what's going to happen within 24 hours on Black Friday? People are going to check out of their cart because they want to make sure that they get the deal. Let's say that they had let's just say it's a $3,000 generator in their shopping cart, and you get paid $85 for that. The reason why I'm bringing up that specific one, that's exactly what happened in one of our niches that we're building inside of the academy. We sold a generator. I don't sell generators, anything related to a generator. And someone went through my link, had that in their cart, checked out. I got paid $85 for nothing. Right now, those carts are going to be full on Black Friday. So even if you do have a product and that you want to promote it, you probably should send them a post that has some gift ideas, and then they'll go to it. And if they find value in it, they'll click through. And then if they click through, they're cookied now for 24 hours. Guys, it's not that hard. Okay. So that's an MVP. Okay. A minimum viable product that doesn't have to be yours. You create it. Okay. You create it for them. You just create the convenience for them. All right. So that's a simple way to do it. But it goes back to, well, if you don't have an email list, how are you going to do it? Hopefully you've got some website traffic, but I'm not here to tell you that you're going to be able to do it if you don't have an email list, or that you're going to be able to do it this free method, right? Yes, if you've built up traffic on your website and you've done that through the year, you're going to have traffic. You've got a good opportunity to sell some stuff. If you have an email list, you have a chance. So if you're not focusing on getting your website up and running, delivering content on a regular basis, getting it ranked, and then also having your email list being built, the fastest way is the email list, because then we can instantly, reach out to these people. If we have our own digital product, it's a way for us to control that sale. But if we don't, we can always offer affiliate products and just know what the market wants and what they're buying. That's it. That's all we got to do. That's our job. So again, do you have an email list? Put it in the comments. Do you right now currently have an email list that you can send an email to this week? Preferably tomorrow, today, tomorrow. Do you? and then are you? Okay. Drop that in the comments. I want to see it. All right, cool. So I'm going to answer some questions if you have any. This has been fun. I'm excited about this week. I'm actually going to be hanging some Christmas decorations this week, I believe. We're going to do that. I think we're going to start probably Thanksgiving Day. Myself and my wife and my daughter. Yeah, probably start that. Might get our tree on the weekend. So we'll be doing that. But I don't know. I love this time of year. It's funny, in my living room when I get up in the morning, I usually have just a smooth jazz playing in the background, but now I've got smooth Christmas music playing, you know, a little Sinatra. I love it. I love it. Oh, Salama, thank you for that little reminder. All right, let's go ahead and answer some questions here. Oh, and by the way, if you're interested in hearing more about that bundle, stay tuned, because I'll have more details on Wednesday, and Friday I'll be coming here. Even though it's Black Friday, I will be here at 10 a.m. Eastern time, and I'll be letting you know that it's live and where to go. So make sure so you don't miss out if you're interested. All right. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. What's up, Michael? Good to see you, man. Awesome. Glad to see you there. Okay, what's up? Good morning, Coffee Crew and Scott. Good morning, Ruth. What's up? Karen's in the house. Good to see you, Karen. Good morning, Scott and Rocker. Sunny and semi-warm here. Yeah, it's not bad here either. Atlanta in the house. Better late than never. Of course, Derek. It's always good to see you, man. Where do you recommend we store our videos and links when not on our email service provider's site? Yeah, you do not want to host them on your site as far as your email. Are you talking about if you have someone buy a product, Derek, or is it just if you want to have videos where people can watch? Maybe you can clarify that for me. Oh, let's see here. Oh, Nathan, well, I'm glad to have you back. I haven't tuned in since you were doing The Amazing Seller. Well, I'm glad to see you here. Awesome. Welcome back. Derek, do you recommend that we connect all links to website and videos to landing pages and Facebook posts? Yeah, anywhere that you can put a link to your website, do it. Anywhere that you can, okay? The one thing I will say is if you are doing it within Facebook and you're doing it more organically, when you put a link inside of your post, it could hurt your reach. So what you might want to do is just say DM me or private message me, or you can just drop it in the first comment. Would you be able to run ads to the blog post with the links if you have no email list or website? Yes, you could. The thing is with running Facebook ads right now is it's going to get a little bit more expensive around this time of year because everyone's promoting, right? So that's where the email list comes in. That's why we want to pre-build the list, have the list, so we have something. We don't have to spend money on it again right now, right? But if you don't have the email list, yes, you can do that. I'm not quite sure that I would do that though, Salama, to be honest with you. It sounds like for you to just push people to a blog post and do that, I'm not sure that that's going to be the best use of your time or money. Your best time is going to be to build that email list right now. That's going to be the best thing to focus on. Let's see. Okay, Nathan says, I have a small list, but haven't been doing e-commerce in a bit. Well, it doesn't really matter if you've been doing e-commerce. The more important thing is, Nathan, is if you have a small list. What's a small list, by the way? I want to know that. And then have you been staying in touch with them, delivering content to those people? And if not, why not start then? If you plan on keeping this brand alive inside of this market, then you should start communicating with those people and delivering value. Okay, so Nathan says didn't have much success. Yeah, with physical products, maybe, you know. And I talked about this the other day, Nathan. You know, some people are like, well, yeah, it didn't work for me, so I don't know if I want to do this. You got to understand something. You probably learned a lot through that process. So did you still succeed? Yes. I don't look at that as a failure. But is that the right business model for you? Maybe not, right? And I'll give you an example. I mean, I did e-commerce like really hardcore for the last 5 years. Okay. I recently sold my brand that does physical products. I'm not doing that right now. Right. So I may go back into that because I know how to do it. I'm just not doing it right now. I'm focusing more on the digital product side. Okay. So just because it wasn't right for you then doesn't mean that you can't learn from that, but then do something else. if that's the direction you want to go. Oh, and Nathan says, we have our tree up already. Yeah, I know a bunch of people do. Derek, I'll have some time off from my day job to get some serious work done and connecting all the dots to website. Yeah, that's all. Videos so people can watch. The simplest thing to do there, Derek, is either put them up on Facebook or put them up on YouTube. That way there, you're going to get more reach, right? So and it's free. So just post it up on YouTube. Give a link to the YouTube video. Let's see. Oh, did you decide what workshop you were doing in December? It's a great question. It's almost neck and neck. I mean, our survey that we did is almost like neck and neck. The two that are winners are niche validation or niche discovery and validation. And then the other one is the content creation. So I have not 100% decided yet. Chris and I are going to have another meeting this week on that. Right now, we're actually, and anybody that is watching this that's inside of Brand Creators Academy, we're really doing some reorganizing of that stuff. I've got some cool things that we're going to be doing there. So we're really focusing a lot of our time there right now. So we will be doing another workshop for December. Just not sure if it'll be on content creation or the niche validation, discovery validation piece. Let's see here, Derek. I've been getting some organic traffic from my website to my autoresponder. That is telemarketers. How do you stop them? Oh, I see. As far as getting them to your, I'm not see here, organic traffic to my website. You've been getting some organic traffic from your website to your autoresponder that are telemarketers. Yeah, I'm not sure how that's happening, unless just someone is just trying to get you to promote them. But I mean, the only thing that you can really do there, Derek, is just unsubscribe them. You know, is it still possible to build a list and have a digital product to sell before the end of the month? That's a tall order. And again, I wouldn't want to get your hopes up. I mean, if you focused on building the list, you could, and then as you're building, that's a lot to do in 30 days. That's why when we break down the fast track stuff, it's like get the email list built in 30 days or less, then start working on the digital product, because then we can start asking them about what they want and what they need, and we can build it and then we can sell it to them. So I think it's possible, but it's not going to be easy. But it's not impossible. You'd have to be really focusing on, you'd have to know exactly what it is that you need to do as far as the lead magnet, the landing page, all that stuff, get that stuff built. And then from there, you'd have to be able to create that product rather quickly. So it's not out of the question. It's just, it just depends on where you're at. When you had an e-commerce brand, did you send your subscribers directly to your Amazon listing or holiday sales page and then Amazon? Most of the time, 90% of the time was directly to Amazon because they were already on our list. If we're running a Facebook ad to try to get someone to go through and buy our product through a coupon code, we would have intercepted that with an email opt-in form. We already have them on our list. We're going to send them directly to the offer with the discount. We might even do it with the discount already applied, or we might just give them a special code because you do want to still boost the BSR and your ranking factors. Derek says content creation is best for me at this time. Yeah, I figured that. But not everyone. And there's a lot of people that it is, but there's also a lot of people that need the other piece. Now, it's not that we're not going to do the content creation. It's just which one are we going to do first? There's going to be one in December and most likely one in January. Yeah, Salomon says, I vote for content creation too. Yeah. And again, I've got about, it's almost 50-50 right now. It's pretty split. And I'm thinking about doing something here where, and I mentioned it the other day, where I'm gonna go through and uncover 11 niches that have been built into brands that are getting traffic and making money and showing exactly what they are and putting that into a guide. And then I will break down how you can validate yourself. So that's kind of how the workshop, I believe, is going to run, is where I'm going to start with like examples showing all of these different niches. And then we will deconstruct those, if you will, and then kind of show you the path of where you need to go. And so the way that we have it broken down, like inside of our academy, and this is going to become even more, we're going to bring it more to the surface, but it's really validation is key. Like you have to validate before you can move forward. The next piece is foundation. That's where we build the foundation. That's your website. That's creating content that we can post. And then from there, we can start to plant seeds to get traffic. So it's basically foundation is the next piece. Then from there comes list building, because if we can build a list, we can then drive traffic to our content that's being created. Okay. And then also we move into the next piece, which is going to be more on the monetization, right? It's the making money side of things. And that could be writing content blog posts. That could be creating your own digital products. That could be rolling out your own physical products or being an affiliate for someone else's physical product. So that's that piece. And then the final piece is growth. When we look at growth, that's where we're going to go back and we're going to go, okay, where can we continue to focus more energy right now? Is it in mapping out more content, mapping out more content that's product-based? Is it focusing more on building our list? Is it more on focusing on engaging with our list? All of those things. So there's those different core pieces, but it starts with validation and then it moves into foundation, which the foundational piece does have content in there. We're going to develop content right out of the gate. Then we're going to build the list. And the reason why I like it in that order is because after we build the list, we want to drive them to our website. If we drive them to our website, we have nothing for them to see. What are we going to do then, right? We got to send them something. So why not start in that order? So that's going to be really, really mapped out inside of our academy. I will obviously be talking about those pillars, those stages moving forward, and make it really crystal clear that that is the path, that is the journey. But wherever you are right now, you have to ask yourself that you might be trying to get too far ahead of yourself because we need the foundation built. Now, I don't mean you have to have a website in order to build a list. You can build a list and then do the website if you want to. I would prefer to have the website at least built, the foundation, the home base, and then with a few pieces of content, then I build my list. I immediately have something to send them. And then I also have an opportunity for them to buy something if I create a product-based post. So those are just some random thoughts there on the order that I would like to see this happen. Let's see here. Okay. Will you show us all the tools you use to validate? Yeah, I mean, honestly, Derek, it's stuff I've already went through. If you've went through our checklist, then you'll see, I mean, I'm using a lot of free stuff. And a lot of it is just going through and validating that they're getting traffic and they're making money. Like those are the two big things. The third thing is, can we build a list? And really the fourth thing is this something that will be around for a while? Is it a niche that we know will be around a while, or is it something that's a fad? We don't want it to be a fad. We want it to be long-term so we can build something that we know is going to turn into something, or at least continue to grow. It sounds like we need validation, which should be first before going into content creation. We need to validate first for content. Yeah. If you don't know your market, we're not going to talk about content creation yet. Like if you haven't nailed down your market and who you're targeting, and you haven't found other websites that are doing what you want to do, we got to time out here. We have to time out because you can't move into content creation yet. If I show you content creation and you're like, yeah, but I'm not really sure my market. I'm not really sure who they are or where they're hanging out. We need proof that there's other content already being created for us to create content. You see how that works? So if you came to my content creation fast track workshop and I said, all right, you're here because you want to build content in your market that gets organic traffic on a regular basis. And what you're going to need to do is we need to do some digging inside of your market. And then you're like, well, wait a minute, I don't have my market picked yet. How can that help you then? Right? So we need the validation piece of the market so we can have examples of other brands that have already built traffic websites and offered products so we can model that, right? That's our proof. That's our validation, right? And it also gives us ideas. So we need to start there. So yes, you are right. Let's see here. Okay, cool. Aldo, what's up, man? Okay, hi from Peru. Wow, I love that. That right now you and I are hanging out. We're having a cup of coffee at a coffee shop in Peru. How amazing is that? I'd like to start an email list on a topic I've been passionate about, but I'm not yet an expert at. How can I start an email list in this context? Any ideas? I mean, it might take me some time to become an expert. Yes. Oh, this is beautiful. All right. If you guys just tuned in or if you're just hanging out, this is going to be good. Okay. And I love this question. Here's the deal. You do not have to be the expert. Okay. What you are is you are on a journey to become, I don't even want to say an expert because I don't know that you ever are an expert. You're trying to master something, right? So if I was a guitar player, which I am, by the way, and I wanted to learn how to play guitar, maybe faster scales, then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to document myself and what I'm learning, and then I'm going to transfer that to other people. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. So when I started the Amazing Seller podcast way back in the day, I wasn't an expert at Amazon. I was just a little bit further along than everyone else, and I was kind of learning. It was kind of like, I've already kind of cleared this path with my machete here, and I'm trying to, I can see a little bit further. I can see a little bit further. And then you're a little bit behind me. You're like, hey, thanks for knocking down that tree for me so I didn't have to knock it down myself. That's all you're doing. You're just in there a little bit further ahead. And people like to see the journey. Okay. They like to see the journey. They like to see that you're not perfect. Sometimes they're intimidated by an expert. Okay. So if you are learning something, document the learning, document the lessons, and then you just transfer them to other people. And eventually people are going to ask you questions. And then guess what? You're going to either know the answer because you've been there, done that, or you're going to find the answer and then direct them to where they can go. Okay. But what this also does is it sets you up as the authority, even though you might not think of yourself an authority. If you have an answer to a question that someone else has, okay, that you don't feel is like that big of a deal, it's a big deal to that person because you helped them with that obstacle. Okay. So that's a limiting belief that stops a lot of people. They're, oh, I'm going to wait until I know this better. I'm going to wait until I've learned this thing. You don't have to. You're basically the person that's going to take them on the journey with you. You're kind of like a reporter, right? You're just going to go find all the great information. And then from there, you're going to show them what you're doing. A good example of this is over there at Stillet, Jesse on Stillet. He started a YouTube channel probably about 3 years ago now, and he wanted to learn how to distill alcohol, kind of like home brewing. And he's like, I'm going to learn this thing. So he's pulling from this resource, and every week he would go, here's where I am right now. I learned that I need this kit to get started. Here it is. Here's this piece. Here's this. Next week, come back. I'm going to start making my first batch. Next week, he comes back. This week, I had to get the whatever, the hops, the this, the that, right? Here's the ingredients I got. Here's where I bought them. Well, I'm going to go ahead and put it all together. Next week, we'll come back. We'll see how it's doing. Boom. You come back the next week. You see how it's doing. You see what's happening here? You're just taking that person on a journey with you. Now he's technically an expert. He's been doing it for 3 years. And now he's getting sponsorships because people want to get in front of his audience, right? He's got a YouTube channel, well over 60,000 subscribers. He's full-time doing it now. So that's how you do it, even though you're not an expert. So if you're passionate about it, that's the one thing I would say. If you have a market that you're passionate about, that you could show up and deliver content, you have an advantage over someone that's not as passionate about it because you're not always going to want to work on something that you're not passionate about, right? But there is a good learning experience with, I'm in one market right now that I'm not passionate about, but I'm passionate about building stuff. So I'm passionate about doing it in the process, but I'm just learning it and I'm just having other people do the research for me. And then I'm creating content that helps people along the way, right? So you don't have to be an expert. You do not have to be an expert, but you can get out there and get started. The one thing I would say, Aldo, is you want to make sure that you validate that market. You want to make sure that you validate the market because the last thing you want to do is go, this is my passion. I'm just going to do it. That's fine. As long as you're okay that if it doesn't make any money for you down the line. Right? If you know that there's a potential for you to make money down here because you validated that other people are making money in this industry and all you need to do is kind of follow suit, then you'll put in the work. You'll put in the time because you know there's that possibility. We need to validate way before we start creating content. Okay. So that's why the validation piece is huge. Okay. All right. That was a good question though. I like that. Ruth, are the workbooks and bonuses ready and posted in the digital product creation workshop? Okay, Ruth, I'm glad that you brought that up. We have two more, there's two more little videos that we still have to create there. They're going to be coming. But I think with what you're talking about, the digital product creation workbook or the workshop. Okay, I see what you're saying. The workbooks are already in there. Yeah, the workbooks are already in there, Ruth. They should be already in there. So if you go to each phase in there, in the little training portal there, you're going to see the little download area in there. If you need any help with that though, Ruth, just post it in the Brand Creators Academy group and I'll direct you there. And as far as there is something else that we did as our order bump, as our little extra add-on, that if anyone wanted to take us up on it, we're doing and we're going to be working on that today and tomorrow. It's called the Digital Product Profit Maximizer. And this is where I'm going to be breaking down how you can add more revenue to the first purchase. And I'm going to break that down. It'll probably be around a 30 to a 45-minute training, but that's coming. We're working on that as we speak right now, Ruth. So, okay, let's see here. Salma, are you planning to do one workshop per month in 2021? Not every month. No, it wouldn't be every month. We'll probably do, I'm going to say we'll probably do 4 in probably 1 a quarter, maybe 6 if there's that many that we need to do. We'll have to see on that, Salma. And again, the reason why we wanted to do these little mini workshops is because we want to get people what they need right now to start building momentum. And then eventually we would love to have you in Brand Creators Academy. And that's where we're going to be able to hop on a call twice a month. You're going to be connecting with other people that are building their brands and hot seat calls, all that fun stuff. What order will you do the workshop? Validation, content creation, email list building? Yeah. If someone was starting from scratch, I would say you need to go through the playbook. That's where you got to go. Now, the playbook is going to be really directly related to the first part of the playbook is going to be into the validation piece. So yes, it would be niche, discovery, and validation. And then the next piece would be content creation. And then from there, it would be email list building. Okay. So that's the order that it would go. And then would be digital product creation. Okay. So that's how that would work. Now, if you started with just email list building, but you knew your market, you can start there and then offer digital products. So you can kind of skip the beginning if you've already done the validation piece. The validation piece has to be done. It has to be done. Let's see. Aldo, thanks very much. Got more confident now. Awesome. Glad to hear that. No problem, Ruth. And how much will the profit maximizer be? Well, right now it was, I don't know off the top of my head right now, Salma, but I believe it is 27 or 37 bucks. I believe it is. And that will be available to anyone that already grabbed the digital product creation fast track workshop. There'll be a little area inside of the portal that you still can purchase that. It will be a little bit more expensive than we offered it as that special going through. Anybody in Brand Creators Academy, you guys don't have to do anything. It's already included. So you guys get all of that stuff. Oh, cool. What's up, Dee? Would the upsell training work for e-commerce or just digital? The upsell training? No. If you have a physical product, you can do bumps. Like you've seen it in the supplement world, right? You buy 1 bottle and the next thing is like buy 3 more, right? So if you have the inventory to do it, the reason why I always, I kind of hold back a little bit on doing digital is because then that funnel only works when you have stuff in stock. If you don't have things in stock, it kind of breaks, right? So we don't want that to happen. But yes, you absolutely can. And we had a funnel that was from a digital product to another digital product as a bump, and then it went to an upsell with a bundle of physical products. And so you can totally do it. You will need something a little bit more advanced to do that. You would need something like probably Kajabi, ClickFunnels, Samcart, one of those. You would need one of those in order to make that work. So Yeah, it's not as easy to do it with a digital or a physical product because the deliverability. You have to be able to sync it up to your fulfillment center, which Chris can walk you through that, Dee, if you are interested in doing that. But I would always look at it too, to make sure that you're bolting on something that's already working on the front end, right? So we talk a lot about that in the Academy as far as when you have your lead magnet working. So like Octavio has a lead magnet that's converting at like 55%, which is fantastic. We're looking for like 25%. Immediately, he can bolt on an offer on the back end of that and then play with the offer on the back end on the thank you page. But it's really important to get that front end kind of working, especially if you're running ads to it, because we want to try to recoup on the back end. All right. So, all right, cool. I think that's it. I think that's all the questions for today. And we went a little bit long today. But again, remember, we're going to be back here on Wednesday, and we are going to be talking about promoting your Black Friday and Cyber Monday offers. And I'm going to be going through 3 simple ways that you can do this. All right. We'll go through those. I talked about a little bit of it today. We'll go a little bit deeper. I'll give you a little bit more of the play-by-play on what we're doing and what you can also do. So that's what we'll be talking about on Wednesday. Make sure that you do me a favor though. Okay. Make sure that you let people know about these morning coffee talks, takeactioncrew.com, and just send them there. It's a nice little page we just created. It's got a way for you to join the Take Action crew. And we're going to have some cool prizes. We're going to do like maybe once a month, we might do like a little contest. Maybe win some shirts or maybe mugs or something. We'll do something fun. And then there's also that really cool player now that you can go and search for whatever you're, looking to get more information on, or if you want to send someone there to look for something. This player is pretty advanced. You just type in, how to sell my digital product. You put that in there. It's going to come up to any instance that I actually talked about that in a variety of coffee talks. So it'll pinpoint right where that was. So you can sift right through there. So anyway, that's there for you. And there's also a bonus coffee talk that I did for VIPs at my live event in 2019, Brand Accelerator Live. And it was on stage with a live audience. It's really good, good coffee talk. So check it out. TakeActionCrew.com. All right, guys. So again, remember, if you're interested, if you have not grabbed the Digital Product Creation Fast Track Workshop, the Email List Building Fast Track Workshop, the Playbook, Market Selection Masterclass, audio book of that, the workbook of that. If you haven't grabbed any of those, I'm going to have a bundle that's going to be available on Friday. All right. And it's going to be offered just for that special, that special day. All right. So if you're interested, be ready. Wednesday, I will be telling you more about that and how you can go and get a hold of that. But also, if you are on my email list, you'll be notified this week, but also on Friday morning. All right. So that's it, guys. That is going to wrap it up. As always, take care, take action, and I'll see you soon. I'll see you Wednesday. Take care, guys. Bye.